Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It Real with Ling and Lamb. This is our third episode.
This is our third episode, and today's very interesting, actually.
Yes.
Today's interesting.
It's a good one. It's a question that I feel like we haven't gotten a whole lot because people either know our experience or they don't. But this one today comes in from YouTube. So the question is, hey guys, can you touch base on how to survive a long distance relationship?
This does.
Buzz.
Hey. So this is a very interesting one. Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I should go first.
I still need to gather my thoughts. Because it's not for everybody.
Yeah, so that's the first thing. So you must understand that long distance relationship is not for everybody.
Yeah.
And there are certain things you must put into consideration when going into a long distance relationship. Number one, if you are a person that have insecurity, if you are a person that is extremely jealous, if you're a person that believe in touchy, you
need that interaction.
You know touchy.
Need that touchy.
You need touchy.
Not every 3 months.
You know. So you have to know the kind of person that you are. So I'm going to go with, if you want to go into a long distance relationship, first check within yourself if this is what you can handle.
Yeah.
If not, you just find yourself stressing over things that you shouldn't stress over about. Now, another thing to consider going into a long distance relationship is transparency.
Yeah.
Because now you must understand that the person you're talking to every day is going off of, their instincts now, from the tone of your voice, from, the tone of your message, that's how they can judge because they are not there with you.
You can't see the person, you're not physically across from them.
Exactly. So my thought is,
determine first whether you can do it or
whether
not.
you can do it first.
Okay, so guys, you have to decide first whether you can do it or you can't. If you've decided you can, because that's what this question is for, this person's decided they can, potentially, now what's your thought on how to go from there?
If you know you can, now, don't begin to... when you're on the phone, you're talking, you cross your leg like this.
Comfortably.
You are comfortable. Sometimes you are laying, you don't even know when you've gone and laid down on your dustbin, or your trash can. You are sitting on your trash can, the love is sweet. It's shacking you. You begin to, don't rush. That's my first advice to anyone that is going into long distance relationship and you can handle it. Don't rush it.
Okay.
One of the main things, if you truly love the person, and again, yes, you can love them to an extent, but you can't be 100% yet because you have not physically.
There's a whole other aspect to the physicality.
The person might show up now, you might not like the way they smell.
It's a crazy thing.
I'm being real. The person will show up now, he's like,
I can smell you from country to country.
I can't smell you over the phone.
Now that you're in front of me.
Now you're in front of me, I'm like,
yeah.
The person might come, you don't like their mouth odor. The person might come. See, it's a lot of things. The person might show up.
But that's when they show up. You just need to stick to the long distance part, because they want to know
how to survive it.
How do you survive it? How do you make it work?
The reason why I'm saying all those things is because I said don't rush it.
Yeah.
Take your time.
That's a good one.
How to make it work also is you must be transparent with your career path with each other. A lot of long distance relationships have been destroyed because of lies.
They were built on lies, and you know why? Because a lot of people think they can't see me, so I can tell them whatever I want. You can't recreate a different reality.
Long distance relationship, ensure that both parties, your career path. Let them know your work schedule, it's not like, they don't hear from you for the next 3-4 days and you can't explain where you went.
Right, at least they would know that's their job schedule.
It's your job schedule. So
a different level of transparency.
Different level of transparency. And my final thought on this first phase is ensure that you have a plan towards what is the end goal of this long distance relationship. So I'll stop there for now.
Okay. I feel like for me, like you said, I love the last part where you left it because I would say long distance relationships should only be reserved for people who intend to get married.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of dedication and commitment for something that you're not going to take seriously. So leave the games behind. I think when you're dating in general, but when you're dating long distance, leave the games behind.
Yep.
It's strictly for people who want to be, the end goal is together, right? So I think it's very important to make sure that the communication is on 100.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean that you need to call me 19 times throughout the day, because that's insecurity.
Yep, right there.
But if I know that there are going to be days where I don't hear from you, that's
I
a
should
problem.
know.
Right.
Or
I would need to know why I'm not going to hear from you for days,
I should know.
right?
Yeah.
Technology is key, so guys, definitely equip yourself with phones, tablets, laptops, anything that will give you the capability to see your significant other. Seeing them and just being able to talk on the phone is two totally different things. Being able to see someone's face when you're not able to have them next to you is going to make a huge difference.
Big one.
I would also say you have to be a person with a lot of patience, because man, you have to be a person with a lot of patience
before your first name, put patience.
Yeah.
After your first name, put patience. Before the middle.
So first, middle, and last name need to be patient.
Patient.
Because even I cannot with you. Because even if you're dating somebody in front of you, you need to have patience.
Yep.
But now envision that that person is states or countries away from you. You have to be, you know, when you have an argument, it can't just be about like, oh, I'll see them in a few hours when I come back to the house. It's like, okay, they're really far away. We need to handle this differently.
Yeah.
The level of communication, like we said, needs to be different. So I think the main things, just to wrap this up, because, you know, Lamb, we can go into our shared experience.
Yeah.
But yes, be patient, be super trustworthy and transparent, and equip yourself with all of the technology, because you're going to want to do more than just talk to each other. Seeing each other is huge.
Another thing, if you can avoid asking for financial support from the person you are in a long distance relationship with, if you can, try everything possible to avoid asking for financial support.
Yeah, because that could just look like suspicious.
That could lead to making it look like, you know, this guy.
Wrong intentions.
Wrong intentions. Because you must put into consideration that if you truly admire this person off of the pictures on the internet and you want to go into a relationship with this person, you know, you have to figure out that, that's why I say don't lie. While you're surviving, you know, don't ask. If willingly they decide to offer help, try and reject it, you know.
So that your true intentions.
Your
and
intentions
it goes back to being open and transparent.
So that is my take on that. Now, the next thing is we have different kinds of long distance relationships. There is state to state. There is outside the country.
So this particular comment came from someone who is in Africa, and the person that they're with is in another country.
It's in another country.
Yeah, and it even seemed like it might be another continent. It didn't seem like all within Africa.
Within Africa.
It seemed very long distance, and he needs help with this because he's got a girl in a different country. He might have even said America. I don't remember. But I know he said. So, you know, it's a lot harder when you can't just get on a plane, or, you know, a short plane ride or a short car ride, right? So this person is talking about very long distance.
I will say this, guys, in order to help your long distance relationship work, try as much as possible to avoid lies. You know, so lies. That's my big, because see, a lot of people really do fall in love, you know, with people over the phone, over, you know, long distance. And then, you know, they are trusting and hoping that this person will come out to be, you know, what they are, you know, but then they show up now. Like, for example, don't go and take picture and you are using Photoshop to enlarge your body.
Alright guys, so we are going to head for a quick break.
Because
we'll be right back.
when you show up and that bum is not looking like the picture, marital affairs have started.
Nah. We are going to be sharing our personal experience because some of you may not know that Lamb and I actually did the long distance thing.
Yeah, for like a couple of months.
Yeah, 3 months.
For 3 months, we did long distance, you know?
Yeah.
But she didn't do Photoshop. You see, Manchester and Baka was the way it was projected.
Wow.
And by the time, you know what I mean, everything was there, you know? And the Lord
what
said,
do you call it? Follow come?
Follow come. That's what I tell her. I say, your front and back now follow. Hey. So this is the only expo I'm going to give to you. I have a song coming out on my album which is dropping on the 10th.
Teaser.
Yeah, on the 10th of September. My new album is dropping, by the way.
Yes.
There's a song and there's a line I say, my baby fine pass your baby, make you argue with your keyboard. My baby fine pass your baby, her front and back now follow come. Hey, my baby fine pass your baby,
hey.
Make you argue with your keyboard.
You better stop before I release the rest of the
song. My baby
fine
pass your baby, her front and back now follow come.
Dun, dun, dun. Baby,
it's okay. What we are
I
saying,
love this song, guys.
It's coming out on the album. Get ready, guys. But what I'm saying is,
we did this thing.
So
we can speak to
and
it.
everything was follow come.
But guys, it was not easy. It was for me it was a challenge because I am the type of person who likes a physical connection. I want to be able to see the person, you know, physically, not just always on FaceTime, but you know, we made it work. We made each other a priority. We gave each other the attention that each other needed to feel important and loved. I didn't feel like we had the distance between us because you made yourself available always. I made myself available always. And we were still busy people. I was working my full-time job. You're working your job back in Africa. So we were busy people, but we made that commitment. We took the time when we had the time. We trusted each other on a deep level.
So I'm going to touch on something there, right there. If you remember, one of the reasons why that 3 months there was no pressure between us was, as me personally, I made up my mind that I made you as part of my daily schedule. You know, like the same way I want to wake up and, you know, remember that I have to go to the studio is the same way I know that no matter how busy I am, you know, I have to make sure I check up on you.
Yeah.
And you knew my routine. You knew where I was. In fact, it was so bad.
Transparent.
I was very transparent.
This is what my day looks like. This is how busy I'll be.
You remember there are days I forget appointments. And you will call me and say, hey, you have an appointment.
Always, guys.
You know.
Always. This is always.
You know, she used to call me and remind me of certain appointments, you know. And this was because my intention was pure. Your intention was pure. And we had nothing to hide, you know. And I remember we used to stay on the phone and you have screenshots.
Yeah.
In fact,
oh my God.
we're going to include it.
We're going to insert them.
We're going to insert some of these screenshots so that for you guys to see. There are screenshots where I'm already sleeping.
On the podcast, go to the YouTube upload
and watch it
so you can see the pictures of us actually
FaceTiming each other while we were dating. We're going to show it to you guys.
We would fall asleep with each other.
We each other on the phone.
On the phone.
I bought that out.
Like you know, because I want to be very clear that it wasn't out of an insecurity where I needed you to call me all the time or you needed me to call you. It was like out of the joy and out of feeling like we were together. Sometimes I would have him up on FaceTime at my job and he would just be off on the corner by my computer. Yeah. And it wasn't because, you know, we loved each other.
We just wanted to always be with each other.
Company, and so that was the way to do it. So guys, I hope if you can take anything away from this, it would be long distance, how to survive a long distance relationship.
Don't lie.
Transparency, trust, honesty, openness, technology, time. Carve out the time for people. When people are important, you do it and you don't need to be told. Yeah. Right?
And my final thing
What's your final thing?
My final thing is have it at the back of your mind that it might not work.
Yeah.
Please, don't see, that will help you avoid that pain. Have it at the back of your mind that it might not work.
Just like how a relationship in person might not work. You know?
It might not work. And I will round up by saying, make sure there is a plan leading towards
coming together.
Coming together.
Oh my God, I was gonna say that, Bamti.
Don't just be dating online for the next 5 years.
Right. Like, we had a plan.
If there is anything you know about yourself, your body, don't hide it. If you know you have body odor, tell them. If your mouth smells, tell them.
Be open, honest, and transparent. What they decide to omit or not is up to them.
If you did photo shoots with Photoshop, tell them in order to avoid these matters. Even the gods cannot solve it. We love you guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this latest podcast, Keep It Real with Ling and Lamb. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. We love you guys so much, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I didn't realize I was lonely until you came into my life. I didn't know what I was feeling until you opened up my soul.